Brother Steve, the question is, the sister asked the question. I'm going to make sure that you stay on the question. She said, what can she take back to the university as fuel to ignite this fire in students?
You can take this back, sister. I'm an original black man. I'm no such thing as an X. You must be able to learn about who we were, who we are, and what the hell we did so that you were able to go to Columbia. Yep. I mean no disrespect to you, but you have never learned about us. You have never learned about how the Panthers and the Young Lords and should I say, all of us got together and made it possible for a bunch of black folks to go to them white schools. I mean, no disrespect here, but get on that Google and learn about who you is and who you are. And don't be afraid when you see that Panther sign. That's right. Use it as a badge of honor because too many sisters like you died so you can go to school.
Question, buddy, I got a question. There's a question.
Well, I got two questions. One question for Charles Tarik Bey, and that's the information that you just said about getting like the tax breaks or whatever.
It's not a tax break, it's not an obligation.
Okay, that status with whatever, I don't know exactly what it's called, but that what you just talked about as far as not falling into, get the reduction on paying for your, or not having
real quick, write this down real quick, everyone. It's a Trinity principle: status, jurisdiction, venue, together, adjudication. The key to the enslavement of the people, this mental slavery that Brother Ray's talked about, is that they have you in what is called a civil or two status. That's why they coined the brands Negro, Black, Colored, whatever they are. It's not that those words don't have merit in themselves, but they do not apply to human beings.
Okay.
So the Dutch masters used that to put you out of the human family so that your indigenous status would not apply.
Okay.
All right, but they already have an obligation. And you simply use the laws that's on the books, but you cannot use it if you're not your proper person.
Okay, now here's a question. What is the step-by-step procedure in order to obtain that status?
Keep coming, we'll tell you, because we have to get to the other panels.
Now my second question is to that's the first one. Right? To Ali Muhammad. Ali Muhammad, you made a statement that we are God, right? Now, and you talk, and I heard you talk about not believing in the majestic spirituality, not seeing stuff like that. Okay, all right. Well, I'm talking about, we say that we do believe in spirituality, that we have spirituality. So, what are you using as a fact to say that we are gods? And when you say we are gods, are you saying that we are gods as being created of all things in existence, or do you have another concept of God?
Absolutely. The most ancient concept of a primordial creator comes out of the land that we call Africa, which was not called Africa at the time. But I can do this in 30 seconds. The Shabaka stone, which is a reprint of the pre-dynastic concepts of the ancient Tamarian people, or so-called African people. The first state that ever existed was called the Waters of Nu. The Waters of Nu are the scientific principle that we call today dark energy or dark matter. The neutron soup, cosmic blackness, no universe. The universe is an electromagnetic field that we live in with stars and planets, etc. From that Waters of Nu came Ptah. This is nuclear physics explained in cosmology. Ptah came in the form of a mound which represents waves. After Ptah, or Kepera, came Atum Re, or atom, the atom. Amen. Okay, so now you have this black, infinite consciousness that we call dark energy or dark matter. And by the time you get to a physical specimen of a human being, you have the personification of those energies into the supreme being on this earth, the black man, the original man, the Tamarae, the Moor, the African, the Indian, whatever the hell you want to call it. We are personification of those cosmic forces, and the most physical body. This is why when you sleep, you don't stay in your body, because you are your physical body. So you are your mind, you are your body, and you are directly tied to that waters of new, dark energy, dark matter, which they don't even know what the hell it is.
Thank you.
You are the personification of it, and you are the gateway to create cause and effect. There's nothing else to do it. So if you don't want to accept that you're God, you will go through a lesson over and over again until you accept it that you are the supreme being.
Question. I got a question right here. Question. Everybody question, because these questions that the audience has are very important. So listen and answer to the best that you know how. If you do not know how to answer, don't be talking.
Islam, Lord. It's on the same back of his question. How can we combine being God and moral science to achieve our economic, social, and political problems in nature?
That's back to what we were talking about earlier, when I mentioned to the sister. We can have a lot of metaphysical explanations about our nature, about our buildup. Great. What can you apply now? That's what I was mentioning to you. In other words, use your status and start drawing finance to even support this place, support these brothers, etc. But I'll tell you real truthfully, honestly, for humanity to live, the dogmatic concepts that the masses have of what they think is religion must die.
Thank you. That's good.
Now that's the truth. Because the concepts are corrupted. And really, the word God is not a noun. It's a verb transitive. It means to pour out, to call upon, and to invoke. The act of prayer is called Godding. It's not a being, it's a doing. And the sooner you learn language, the sooner you get out of the mystery that the Romans put you in and get out of this mental slavery that Brother Ernie's talking about and get down to the real world.
I got a question that I pose. Hold on, brother. Hold on. I got a question that I pose to the panel. Are we Americans?
I want to do both of those because we're not Americans in the
I want you to answer that question for me. Don't do no vote. No. Answer that question.
No.
Are we Americans?
No.
Based on the word and the use that the language of what Americans is right now in its current definition, no. The first definition that was ever given, the Americans are the aborigines of the land. So therefore, it depends on what definition we go by. If we want to make our own damn definition and write our own dictionary, we can be American or not. But the present definition, the present cognitive definition in the Webster's dictionary does not match the original 1930 definition, which is that Americans were the aborigines of this land. Okay?
Yes, thank you. In total agreement there, because we are definitely the true possessors of this land. And so we have to recognize that, and this empire, this American empire, spanned from Tamari, which we now call Africa, included Northwest, or what's called now North America, South America, Central America, and the adjoining islands. That's all America. We keep thinking of America as North America right now. The colonists told you when they came they weren't from here. So we have to understand the history of how that came about. So I'm in total agreement that we are definitely the true possessors of this land.
I got a question over in the corner. Question.
Basically, with the whole world being dumbed down and chaos happening all over the planet, where they're saying that New York City and the whole East Coast, if this thing was to explode on the Canary Islands, that we only got 8 hours to get off the East Coast. With everything and earthquakes being on the fault line that's starting to happen all over the country, and people are starving and fighting over food, and the water's flooding all over into Europe and other countries. What is the plan to tell all these people here about